Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, fam? We got another episode of Short Shifts, and you know by now that our Short Shifts episodes are sponsored by Skate Tech, our friends in the Skate Tech sharpening equipment repair game. They bring you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. They have over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience. Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening in the game. They also do blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations, the best available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
There we go. Okay, Short Shifts today, Vex. Hello, little one. Hi. Oh, gosh.
I'm showing Toph, my little baby girl. My wife just brought the little burrito down.
Okay, so Short Shifts. By the way, I think my voice just went up like 18 octaves in saying that. It's going to sound awful. So for all of you in the car or that have headphones on right now, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize.
No. Rewind it. Turn the volume higher.
Yeah, if you want hearing loss. Okay, anyway, so we talk about this all the time, Vex, but I don't think we've done a Short Shifts episode on this, like where we've dedicated the entire 10 minutes to this. Are you ready? Should you choose to accept?
I double dare you. Let's go.
All right, double dared. Let's just dedicate 10 minutes on angling. We talk about it a lot, right? Like it's a part of like the game. It's one of the most important parts of the game, if not the most important part of the game. Let's talk about it, right?
Love it.
So let's start, because you could talk about it like both offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it defensively first, since that's what most people kind of talk about. Defensive angling. Go.
I mean, the whole point of it is to steer guys to the area that you want them to go. And that could mean multiple things, and you could be doing it for multiple reasons. One, you could be steering them into your next layer of defenders. So if you're F1, you want to steer them into your F2 and F3. You don't want them to go where your guys aren't. And a massive part of, and this is, even though it's like we're talking like a forecheck or a neutral zone or anything, you're still like kind of defending in that, thought process there is that you want to push the team to go where you want them to go, not allow them to dictate where they want to be, because you're going to have way more success defensively. This goes in the D zone. This goes in the neutral zone. It also goes for the forecheck, because when you have a team system, everybody is, on the same wavelength, same thought process. And if you're all on that process and everybody's doing the right thing and you angle them into your next layer, you're going to have way more cause way more turnovers, have way more success, kill way more plays. In the D zone angling, the goal is, always keep them on the outside, always push them to the corner, always push them to the wall. Usually you're not angling people into the middle unless you have Scott Stevens on the other side of the ice who knows you're angling them to the middle, but that doesn't really happen anymore. So it's basically just you steering your player into the area you want them to go, to either finish the check, push them into the boards, kill the play, or into your next layer.
Can you talk a little bit more about steering? I think that's a great word for coaches to use, and coaches are always looking for terminology.
Yeah.
Just define steering a little bit.
Yeah, I think steering is more demonstrable in just with words. Like, it's easier for I think a younger player to understand the word steering than it is to think about angling. Usually, and maybe this is just me, because when I think of angles, I think of math, like math class, and angles are straight lines. They're not curved. But when you think of steering, it's kind of curving. And, at least for me, I would have trouble if I went on a straight line, even though I was angling on a straight line at a player to try to push them to one side or the other. and that was just something my brain did. But when you go kind of straight at a guy, he's kind of got 50-50 or 60-40. He could go either way. That's really hard as you get older. You're going to get shake and baked hard. Believe me, it happened to me a lot. Whereas when you say steering, even though the point is to angle them where you want them to go, I think it allows you to just think about, like, I'm just pushing them to where I want them to go. Either that, it's usually going to be outside of the ice to one side or the other. And just, it's going to take away that offensive player's options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. And I love the word steering. I first heard that when I started working with Rico at Miami of Ohio as a grad assistant. They used that term, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. You're literally, like, you think of the farm steering the cows, like or the sheep or whoever, like steering them into where you want them to go, which a lot of the time is not the middle of the ice. Get them the wall. keep them away from the areas of immense offensive opportunities. And so
nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most highly sought-after products on the market. It visibly shrinks under-eye bags and smooths out crow's feet in minutes, and the effects last up to 10 hours. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle Magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. In as little as 10 minutes, Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results. The best news, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Don't wait. Order Plexiderm today. Visit plexiderm.com/special. That's plexiderm.com/special. Paid for by Sheer Science.
Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/secure. Protect yourself now at aura.com/secure.
Oh, it's pretty good, right?
Fancy. I like that verbiage. That was
I'm
nice.
so fancy. Remember that song?
Yes, I do.
You already know. So yeah, defensive angling. A lot of angling has to do with footwork too. And you see a lot of defensive development coaches now talking about efficient skating and how important that is to angling. Not having happy feet. Happy feet, because when you have happy feet, you can't change direction very easily. And so you're talking about the 1 foot scooter push a lot, particularly in the D zone in the corners, accepting a one-on-one, not crossing over, things like that. Just like having really efficient feet when you're angling, I think goes a long way, because offensively you're trying to change directions. You're trying to change speeds a lot. And the more efficient your feet are, the more you're going to help yourself to not be a victim to, that shake and bake, as you most eloquently put it a few minutes ago. So yeah, like just being able to have efficient feed, I think, is something really important when you're talking about angling too.
And one of my strongest parts of my game was the penalty kill. And it was because I was really good at trying to keep players where I wanted them to be. And even though it's and usually I would play strong side. So like if they were doing a left side overload or whatever it was, I would be on the side where the guy was on the half wall and the D-man up front, because I was really good at finding where I could stand and how I could steer. It wasn't a straight angle. It's kind of like an up and around curvature, so that I would use my body and my stick to not allow them to thread the needle through the offensive zone, but also keep my shin pads in the lane where they couldn't throw it back up to the D-man, who then could beat me to the middle. So like you're pretty much using angles at all times of the game. If you're on offense, you're thinking about angles. Do I have the angle to beat this D-man to the net, to the far post? Do I want to manipulate this angle so the D-man backs off? Now I can Gretzky turn, pull up, and hit somebody. But it's really, really important on forechecks in the neutral zone, and then obviously on the penalty kill, especially on the forecheck and the penalty kill. If I wasn't F1 on the forecheck and the penalty kill and I had to be F2, I'd get my feet kind of happy feet at the red line and I wouldn't be moving enough. And then I'd get into the situation that I talked about. That's how I know about it, because I get shake and baked on that red line there. If I tried to lunge at a guy and I wasn't moving because I didn't steer him, I tried to kind of like take an angle and they're going full speed and I wasn't. So when I was younger, I used to get smoked at that a lot. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you're the guy back. Yeah, you got to get up. You got to take ice, kind of shift your body over to the middle of the ice a little bit, probably more often than not, so that you can steer them and push them to the outside where, like Toph said, I don't know what he said, something about plethora of opportunities from a offensive standpoint. There we go. Got it. Figure it out, Jeff.
All right. Well, we only have about a minute and a half left here, so maybe we'll save the offensive angling for another short shifts.
Yeah. I love this, dude. I love coaching angling is one of the most important things I think you can do with younger players.
So we have, in the little time that we have right now, we talk about stick a lot, how important your defensive stick is. We talk about your feet and angling people where you want to go. Do you have like a favorite drill? Yeah,
I do. I'm glad you asked. It was simple, and we did it all the time when I was younger, especially middle school. You line up at the red line, one line going each way. They're facing each other. The coach shoots the puck across the ice off the far side boards, and both players have to go down, touch the dot. And then one of them is going to be picking up the puck. If you guys are watching on YouTube, one of them is going to be picking up the puck over here. While if they shoot the puck to that side, that player has to gap up and then take a good steer and angle as he's trying to beat you up the ice. I know it's really hard to describe here. Maybe we'll throw that in the community chat so I can describe that with a whiteboard or something.
Yeah. I mean, in practice, anytime you can get two players going, where the offensive players kind of has to, and again, it's offense versus defense in these. It's not just like when you're doing angling drills, it's just as good for the offensive players to try to manipulate the defender as it is the defender to steer them where you want to go. And so you can get really creative with it. We'll put some drills up in the community in the next Tactics Tuesdays on some angling drills. I actually just put one in there the other day that we did in Michigan a lot. So if you're interested, our guys, if you're not signed up for our community, this thing is unbelievable.
What are you doing?
I absolutely love it. Every Tuesday I throw up a drill. We call it Tactics Tuesday on the whiteboard. And so in the next couple of weeks, I'll throw up some angling drills. And I literally just put one up that we did at Michigan a lot. So community.thehockeythinktank.com if you're not in it already. And it's been a lot of fun. So Vex, nice job on angling, man.
Yeah, that was awesome. Love that topic.
Share the show.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.